When snow or winter weather is in the forecast, students all over the state dream of snow days. For local school administrators and parents, that dream can turn into more of a headache. We visited with Houston R1 School District Superintendent Mr. Scott Dill to find out more about the decision process of canceling school.
It's always about the safety of the kids. I mean, we exist as an institution for the singular purpose of providing an education for the community's children, and they entrust those children to us. If we don't feel that it's safe for our buses to be on the road, or for our students to be on the road, or for our parents to be on the road, we'll make that decision. We ask, that people will be understanding. Sometimes we'll err on the side of caution, and there are times when we look at it and we believe the balance is in our favor, and we can go ahead and head school. We work very closely with other schools and other administrators. We watch the radar. As we see the storms moving towards us, we anticipate and we try and get the kids out so that they're safe in a timely manner. We worry, of course, about the buses, and we worry about the traffic around the buses. One of my primary concerns are our teenage drivers.
In addition to conferencing with law enforcement agencies and other schools, Dill has started using a more non-traditional source of information.
I look at Facebook and pictures that people are posting. Here's my driveway. Here's what I saw on my way to town. Because everybody's taking pictures these days and posting those, and it gives me an insight because I know where a lot of these people live and where the roads they're traveling. And so, without ever setting foot out there, I can see the conditions before I have to go out that direction.
And on mornings where snow is predicted, that driving the road process starts as early as 3 or 3:30 in the morning and is repeated in the afternoon.
I was out here to check back roads, and this is much worse than I anticipated on finding today, 3 days after the fact. And I think the guys are doing a great job. No fault to anybody. I just think that this is a bad storm. It's taking them a long time to catch up.
And Houston, like many other schools across the state of Missouri, have many miles of bus routes that travel over graveled and unpaved roads, thus compounding the problem.
This is 3 days after the major snow event, and I think this is indicative of our back roads at this point. Unfortunately, most of the roads we run in the school district are back roads, and it factors very heavily into our decision. So although the highways are clear and the city streets are, look at that, are pretty clear. This is the conditions that a lot of our kids are trying to get through to get to school, and that weighs on my conscience. It definitely factors into our decision. The other thing I worry about with our young people, a lot of them have four-wheel drive, so they're okay. Four-wheel drive helps you get going real well. It doesn't help you stop very well.
And there are several other factors that influence the decision on whether or not to call off school due to the weather and snow. These other factors include things like sidewalk and parking lot clearing, room temperatures, outside air temperatures, and potential mechanical issues all must be considered.
Your main concern at that point, obviously, is you don't want little ones standing out at a bus stop. If you had mechanical problems with a bus, you worry about, of course, the heat runs from the engine, and if the engine's not going, then you're in trouble. And so we worry about those things. And then, of course, our classrooms. They're tough to keep warm on some of these really cold days. The guys do an excellent job with the boiler, but there's only so much heat we can put out. And these last few days, we've checked in our classrooms, and they've been tolerable, but they've mostly been in the mid-60s. And that's comfortable, but it's not where we would want them. And so on these really cold days, it does factor in. You bet it does.
With the many factors that are involved in the decision, one carries the most weight, and that is the safety of the students, faculty, staff, and the patrons of the district is the main priority. Houston R1 Schools will alert you to cancellations through several outlets, including local radio and television stations, the School Reach phone calling and text alert system, the local newspaper, as well as through social media on the school's Facebook and Twitter account. For more information, visit the school website or call 967-3024. For Houston R1 Schools, I'm Roger Brawlier.